javelins, freelancers, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to another report from Anthem Universe. I am one of your hosts, Ogaz, and this video is presented by EA Game Changers. Of course, EA was kind enough to send Anthem Universe for some capture events of both exclusive content and content from the VIP demo. Remember, this footage is from an older build of the game, and of course, changes are still possible before launch. And today we are talking about the launch bay, the brand spanking new launch bay for Anthem. It is the newest area and links directly into Fort Tarsus. Now, what is it? Well, I will say this, it is your one-stop shop to meeting up to 16 other players, configuring loadouts, tweaking your vanity, reviewing open contracts, engaging your daily and weekly objectives, checking on your alliance status, and of course, heading straight out into your expeditions. It is the quintessential greatest hits album of Anthem, and it is your shortcut to in-game efficiency. We're very excited to see what's become of the launch bay because it will add much value to you as a player, being able to make these quicker changes on the fly and access to your javelin suits and loadouts. So let's go through what is going to be available for you at launch inside your launch bay. Firstly, you'll have the forges themselves. Currently, you'll be able to customize and personalize up to 8 javelins within the Launch Bay Forge array, and it's a very awesome quality of life addition. Of course, when you engage a forge, you do get dropped to a loading screen. However, our testing saw less than 5 seconds wait time, which could obviously change post-launch, but regardless, it was pleasing to see it didn't take too long to get into the forges themselves. Regardless, leveraging the Launch Bay for tinkering, whilst not as cinematic as Fort Tarsus itself, it'll be a far more functional and efficient use of people's time, particularly those that want to get into heavy customization. So if you're into the sexiness, of course, you can still go to Fort Tarsus and you can enjoy the environment and go to all the kiosks that you see throughout the fort. But let's face it, after some point that will become long and painful. And I think the launch bay is the answer to your woes. Next up, we have the launch bay kiosks themselves. So as I mentioned earlier, this is like the greatest hits album of Tarsus. A kiosk is basically a service desk, if you will, a portal to a location that you otherwise would access inside Fort Tarsus. The first kiosk to discuss is the Alliance system itself, which as we know is the system that accrues shared Alliance points across any one within your Alliance. But what you may not know is that there's been some additions to this information. Think of the idea as more of a collective kudos points for any freelancers that are in your friends lists or within your Alliance. At the end of a mission, you'll see your personal experience and rewards, but you'll also see a tally for your Alliance experience coins. So essentially, the more you play, the more coins you'll share with each other, and of course, the more you'll reap the rewards. You can then use this economy, or what was probably called sweat currency at one point, to buy vanity or crafting materials for your javelin and blueprints. Now, tiers are relevant to the gameplay that you've had in that week. So how it works is week to week you'll have tiers. Your tier for that week will determine how much coin you can gain. Your friends' tiers also determine how much coin they'll give to you. And lastly, the Alliance tiers themselves reset on a weekly basis. So in short, the more you game, the more coins you'll earn and the more capacity you'll have to buy. Now let's say for example you don't play that much, that's okay. You might have people in your Alliance that contribute to that and build that coinage and then allow you to customize and tweak your javelin further. So in short, it's a nice system. Even if you're not the hardcore player, you'll still be able to gain coins and help create your javelin in your Alliance. Now there's an example on screen here which is a really good one, and as you can see here you've got 5 freelancers that are part of this given Alliance. You can see their associated friend bonus and of course their contributions based on the tiers I've mentioned earlier. So if you're a leech like me, let your friends do the hard yards. Spend your gaming nights in the forge playing with colours and let them go out and earn all the wonderful coin that you plan to spend every night. Of course, that's the beauty of it, it's up to you. Anyway, that's the Alliance system and it is something fresh. Secondly, you'll see is the contracts boards. Now the contracts boards is a quick fire way to hit up any contracts that you have from any of the factions throughout the lands of Anthem. So again, it's more of a shortcut menu. Currently we don't have any contracts outstanding on this particular gameplay, as you can see from the prompt. The third thing is the personal vault. So inside your personal vault, you'll have access to your own javelins and progression. The fourth thing is your path to glory. Now, this includes your daily and weekly missions and the contributions that you make ultimately that will then obviously compile into your alliance points. So the path to glory is essentially all the things you're doing to build up, and obviously a big factor of the end game once you've proceeded past the early stages and obviously level 30 as a pilot. And fifth, we have the Vanity Store and Expedition Bay. Now, the Vanity Bay essentially gives you access to vanity and appearance options that are available for unlock and or purchase for your range of javelins. Now, this is the polarizing element of the launch bay that I actually wish BioWare did not allow us to capture, because this, what you are seeing right now, is the notorious location where that leaked $20 vanity item fiasco started. Now, I will say this, we're not going to show the numbers that we saw. These were part of a still in development build, and like all numbers in Anthem, including gear, stats, and weapons, these are all still being tweaked up till launch. So gamers, please bear this in mind before passing your judgments. We will give you updates as we know of them, but I think it's important for now that you keep that in mind. And this is essentially where you'll be able to acquire the items discussed. Now, at the beginning of your game, you will have access to all colors and basic materials, but you will need to unlock or purchase vanity and more complex materials, such as metals and textures. Now, items here include armor packs, individual elements, emotes, materials like metals and fabric, and of course vinyl decals to sexify your build further. Lastly, you can access crafting items in here as well. Finally, you can either return to Fort Tarsus or head straight out to Bastion for an expedition as you desire. In short, as I said, the launch bay is something sexy. I think this is a very important quality of life improvement. We did not know about this 3 months ago or even 2 months ago. This was not in gameplay footage and in gameplay testing in 2018. So it's very exciting that we're able to access this more recently at a capture event, and we are very excited to jump in and experience with this and all of our wonderful freelancers of Anthem Universe. Guys, enjoy the greatest hits album of Fort Tarsus, the quintessential shortcut to everything of Anthem. The launch bay is coming on February 22. I can't wait to see you all in there. Please be sure to jump in and join us at Anthem Universe, which is at Anthem Universe for Twitter. Of course, jump in the Discord, have a chat. What are your thoughts on the launch bay? Are you confident? Are you happy? Is there additions or tweaks that you would add to this? Is this what you're expecting? Have a chat, have a conversation in the comments below, and of course in the Discord at discord.anthemuniverse.com. I am Olgaz. This is Anthem Universe. Javelins, Freelancers. We will see you next over the wall.